Yo, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to episode 85 of the Casual Weebs podcast. So sorry we missed last week, but a ton has happened. There's so much to get into. I'm so excited. A couple weeks ago, we dropped a video talking about My Bias Gets on Last Train. Just peak. Phenomenal. One of the best romance mangas out there, and it will hopefully be one of the best romance animes. That's why we kind of did like a follow-up video on it, because we're like, first of all, it's fucking heat. Let's talk more about it. But also because we had a little suspicion that it was me getting an anime soon. Well, since then, it hasn't been confirmed, but Warner Bros. Reached out to Webtoons and struck a deal with, I believe, 10 manhwas are getting animated. There's a lot of mystery. Some of them have already been confirmed and announced, but, like, hey, My Bias could be one of them, but also I'm personally rooting for Hero Killer to get animated. And also, an episode reader viewpoint, fucking phenomenal. Probably one of the best manhwas ever. I mean, greatest estate developer. There are so many manhwas that are honestly just like ahead of its time that could potentially be getting animated in this deal. So I'm hyped. I hope you guys are too. It's going to be fucking phenomenal. But also this week we're gonna be talking about Fujimoto 17 through 26. If you haven't heard of it, it's pretty it's different. It's different. It's pretty amazing. I'm gonna save a lot of the talking for that video. You gotta check it out though. It is on Amazon Prime. Fujimoto is the creator of Chainsaw Man, and it is 8 episodes with 8 short stories, an episode, a short story, of his early works between the ages of 17 through 26. 6 different studios worked on this with 7 different directors. Honestly, it's pretty insane. It's pretty incredible watching someone like get better as like an author as well. You know what I mean? And kind of see their art style change, and also see little bits of Chainsaw Man. You know, the early stages. I thought that was phenomenal. Some of these short stories, there's one of them. We're going to talk about it later. There's one of them that is genuinely my favorite, and that I really, really wish gets turned into an actual series. Because just one episode is bullshit. But let's get into this week. I mean, Riyo's American is confirmed. May I Ask for One Final Thing has been phenomenal as well. We're getting way more into like the gods and the lore. We finally got our little tease of our first fight, our first encounter of the heroine versus the villainess.
I feel like Gachiakuta is the easy one.
Yeah.
Those last 2 episodes have been a blast. I feel like we got a good bit of lore.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like Riyo, for me, stole the spotlight. I feel like these 24 episodes, this is kind of like my favorite moment. Some really, really good shit.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of like creative. Like we finally got a good bit about the Raiders and like a lot more of like the Watchmen series kind of lore and like what Zodal's up to. Gachiakuta's been awesome. And the animation quality's been good throughout, but it's all about Riyo, dude. Like coming in, like we had read some of the manga and we were like, yeah, she's gonna be like our favorite. Like she kills it. This is finally where it shows up in the anime. Super, super well done, and a little bit hysterical. Very funny too. Riyo rocks.
We've been talking about it for ages. The moment that Ryo's gonna break the internet, and it's when she just pulls out the Glock and says "gang gang motherfucker" and just starts taking people down. Like, can you imagine? She's finally being tested. Because we talked about that last episode where it's like, yo, everyone's coming after our boy Zanka, but like no one else has feats. Like no one else is doing fucking anything. Everyone else is kind of like not getting tested here. You know, he's going against the best of the best. He's getting challenged. Riyo sees her first little bit of like challenge, of like difficulty, a little obstacle in her way. Just fucking pulls out a gun and just starts fucking laying heat. So fucking funny. It had me absolutely crying. We got a little bit of her backstory, by the way, too, with that, which is really, really cool, and I want to go so much more into that, but it seems like we don't for quite some time, which is bullshit, but there's a lot coming up. But then also she goes after Jabber. That was so goddamn funny. Like, you just see next frame, she just start lighting Jabber up too. Like, had me crying. Like, she's the best.
Dude, so good. And like you kind of get a little bit of her lore that she was like an assassin, like a trained killer, and that's where she got the gun. Like she kept it from her old boss who gave it to her.
Yep.
But like if you go back and like think about that and watch the episode, like she's good with her Jinky. She was really good like close up and close combat with a much bigger opponent. Like she could definitely throw hands. And then obviously she can just like resort to like pretty much whatever it takes to get the job done. She just ups the strap on her. She's like, oh shit, like I thought the cleaners were like all wholesome and like, you know, they didn't like to get their hands dirty. Just ices her. And the scene with Jabber, she just walks up and just shoots him a bunch of times like a straight gangster. It was like, damn, that was fucking awesome.
My favorite part about that. My favorite part about that was that, like, okay, with the long hair girl, she shot her like 2 or 3 times, and it was like very like in certain areas where she even said, like, I can't kill you. I made a deal. I'm never gonna kill again, right? So she's like, I have to be careful just to wound you. With Jabber, she's like, fuck that shit. This guy's a fucking cockroach. He's never gonna die. So she just lights
the clip on him.
yeah, lights him the fuck up. And she was right. He was just sitting there, kind of like just like chilling. Like he's fine. Yeah, and he's just got absolutely drenched in ammo. It was insane. I thought that part was hilarious, where she's like, "Yeah, but you have to be careful because I could potentially kill you, Jabber. There's no killing Jabber. You can just do whatever to him, and he's gonna be okay."
Worried. Yeah, and like we also learned like Zodal was trying to make Watchmen series pieces. So we've got 3 that have been released so far, like that are pretty much in the mix.
Hmm.
Amo's boots, Zodal's coat, and obviously Rudo's gloves.
Yeah.
Now he has like pinned them to this trash beast that they're trapped inside of. Like, what's gonna happen from here? Does that strengthen it? Is that like a source of kind of his power? Because we've been running into more trash beasts like as we started this series. You know what I mean? They were kind of like becoming more commonplace and stronger. With that in mind, it's like, is he actively like making these trash beasts? Is this something he's been trying to do since the beginning? Kind of seems like it. But we also get his plan to like fly to the spear on this thing with several pieces of the Watchmen series. So like that kind of implies that has something to do with the fact that like Tamsi and Rudo have both been able to like traverse that border without dying.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm really interested too is that like he kind of said, I don't know if it was mistranslation, but he was kind of like the Watchmen series has been around before like Jinkies in general. I don't know if that was like he was just saying they've been around for like a long time, or if they actually like came before that. Like, how did Jinkies become a thing then? You know what I mean? I wonder if we're gonna get into that. I wonder if there's some like power that kind of like created that. I don't know, but like I thought that when I first saw that, I was like, wait, what? Because I don't think I remember reading that in the manga where like the Watchmen series was before everything, and we know that the more like the more like love is a weird word, but the more like love you put into it, the more you nurture the soul that's in the item, the stronger it becomes. Well, like time also plays a factor in that. And that's why the Watchmen series is so fucking strong. But like, did someone then create Jinkies in general? You know what I mean? Like that's what kind of maybe threw me off about this episode. Like, what do you mean they came before everything else? Like, you use this like a metaphor. Or it's just describing how old it is, or is there more to finding out? Like, how did people get these powers? Because we know not everybody is able to have a Jinky. Not everyone's capable of it. You know what I mean? It's a kind of like a rare thing. So I wonder if there's more to that, or if it's just kind of like a mistranslation, or I'm just dumb and just read into it wrong.
They definitely get more into it in the manga, and like I feel like, you know, whatever season 2 holds, like is depending on the content. Like they definitely get more into it in kind of like the Watchmen series, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little less about like the history of Jinkies, but I think they do spend a little more time on it than we've gotten so far. So like you definitely learn about it, but I don't think we'll get it in like this
No,
season 1.
definitely not.
Yeah,
Yo, we need a season 2 like so quick. Like, there's so much more like amazing moments and like arcs
so
coming
good.
up. It's like, yo, like it's almost over. It's just bullshit. But hey, next episode, I'm pretty sure Gita pops the fuck off. That was already kind of hinted at this episode, which I'm stoked for. We can finally see her powers, and we got to see what was it, Dear Santa's powers.
Yeah, dude, that was sick. That was a really good scene.
That was so funny. When I first read that, I was like, dude, what the fuck's he doing? You know what I mean? Just randomly punching the wall and like, oh well, the more he hits something, the more damage he does, and he just like fucking blows through. And it's like, oh my god. Like, imagine he
Oh
did
shit.
it to a person. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, he's yoked. He's strong.
And like
Damn.
the way they make these abilities is like really unique. Nothing's like
Mm-hmm.
too overpowered yet, at least from what we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're all like pretty practical and like specific to like the user, which I think is really cool because like you got this literally like baby figure, toddler figure. He's not just gonna take like a couple hits and like blow through the wall. You know what I mean? Through a little bit of dialogue, he just like ends up throwing these crazy punches. I was cracking up, and like that's one of the instances where like the anime does a good job of like bringing that to life.
Yeah. Dude, I thought that fight was so goddamn funny. We saw the ending to the very, very intense, very crazy engine fight. That was something
Yeah,
else. That was probably the best anime fight within the last decade. Was
easy,
very, yeah,
easy.
dude, gut wrenching, suspenseful. It was brilliant. So we saw the end of that. That was incredible. But it seems like Engine's gonna regroup with everybody, and we're gonna get maybe a final showdown as we just learn that we are inside of a fucking trash beast heading for the sphere. So shit's about to go down. I don't think we're done with fighting yet for the rest of the season, but it's about to get good. Maybe we can see Engine fight. You know, because so far he's been kind of lackluster if you kind of think about it in the first season. He got knocked out at the Amo thing. Didn't fight here. It's like, Engine, you gonna show us something? He smoked a trash beast on episode 1 and then kind of dipped.
That's I feel like that's his MO, dude. Engine
Mm-hmm.
always taking like the easy route, but at the same time, like everything, like I think and like I've seen people say online, it's like, is he like hiding something or is like he really just like feetless? Like he's the feetless leader of the cleaners. Like I don't know, but there's so much left to Gachiakuta to like uncover as far as like
Mhm.
backstories and like what characters can really do. It's definitely a slower pace as far as like the world is, so we still don't really know much about Engine, but yeah, definitely Engine's MO.
Well, I mean, he's like Zodil too. Like, it's not like we've seen him fight. Like, same thing with the cleaner's boss. Like, some of these guys are just so strong. No one really wants to fuck with them. So you're not going to see them fight a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
very true.
Fu is an insane opponent. You know, and people are going to learn that at some point. But you know, Engine's still Engine. Engine's pretty fucking beefy. So maybe at some point we'll see more of them. I don't think in this season, but yo, the season is coming to an insane close. I cannot wait to see what's about to come up here. And I gotta say, season one of Gachiakuta has been nothing but phenomenal. Just so fucking good, so amazing. I'm glad everyone's like really loving it.
Yeah, and it took a while. Like I said, it's kind of a slower paced series, but like the fact that people are really latching onto it, I think is awesome. I definitely think it's going to be one of the like mainstay new gen animes with, stuff like Fire Force and My Hero ending. This will be
Yeah.
one of the animes I think people are like consistently coming back for, and there's enough content to keep it like running for a while. I have no doubts there will be a season two. It's super super good, and yeah, the next like whatever 4 or 5 episodes definitely going to be exciting.
Yo, I'm hyped. This is gonna be awesome. You know what's crazy though about this season as well? So whenever we do make the shorts of like clips from these episodes and stuff, you know, there's one anime this season that like gets a lot of attention. Those shorts kind of get like the most views, definitely the most likes and comments and subscribes from. And that is May I ask for one final thing? It's not Gachiakuta.
Love it.
I
All
was
right.
completely blown away by that. People are loving the villainous anime this season, and honestly, rightfully so. May I ask for one final thing is pretty fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Like it's been really good. And this episode, this most recent episode, was amazing with getting into the lore of the gods. I don't know if it's not like original. I just liked it how they're like, oh yeah, by the way, the one god who's like in love with me, yeah, she decided to make like a reincarnation kind of herself, and then just smited a soul from Earth, and then just put it in that body. Like I kind of think that that's cool. How that the heroine is part god, part isekai character. You know what I mean? It's not just a straight up isekai character.
Now, they've done it very, very well. I think this is like a 10 out of 10 sleeper anime that people might be missing,
Yeah.
but apparently not because you said, people are loving it on shorts. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really good. Like you get like twists and turns, like the writing is solid. You still have like your main tropes and themes, but like it's a little bit deeper than that, but not like overly, gigantic or like
Yeah.
trying to do too much. Really, really good. And like the way they kind of introduce the time god Chronoa like is very cool. Like, yeah, you have like the gods, but also they're not allowed to interfere. So Palmia goes through this like rigmarole of striking down like a high school student, some high school girl like walking home, texting on her phone. She gets blasted by lightning and like gets her soul stolen. I thought that was hilarious. He's like telling this like tragic fucking story to her, and she's just like, "Yeah, sounds about right." She sounds like a bitch. Sounds like a bitch of a god. Just like and like Scarlet is a really good like crass like main character, definitely like a perfect
Mm-hmm.
villainess. So like the first fight I kind of felt like it was good, like a
Mm-hmm.
little bit plot armory. Like I did not well not true. I
On
didn't
both
really expect
sides.
that green dude. I didn't expect the green dude to like hop in and use Diana as like a shield, but I gotta say so far like what she's been in like what 4 episodes I guess maybe
Yeah.
3. You're dragging the squad down. You are a target, Diana. Get it together.
Yo, bro's a fucking anchor, bro.
She's
Jesus.
also like what, like 9 or 10 years old. She's like a little ass girl.
All right, I definitely thought that the green dude was gonna step in. Bro, you know he. I was a fan of him. I was like, yo, I kind of like this guy. You can tell the
Yeah.
second he took that note. You know what I mean? And he kind of like wandered off. He looked all serious, like this motherfucker's a spy. I knew it. And then it was
And the
confirmed in the
lean up
next
against
out.
the tree. He's like posting up against the tree looking at Scarlet. It was like, all right, bro, yeah, that's no good. That's a red flag in anime.
Yeah, whenever these goofy motherfuckers have that moment of like a little bit serious, you're like, oh, you're a fucking spy. You two
Off
faced
in the
motherfucker.
distance.
Yeah. I fucking knew it. But honestly, that fight was plot armor on both sides because I mean they countered Scarlet, and then she was just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I counter your counter." It's like, what the fuck's this?
Ugh.
Like, it's like a kid who's like making up their own rules in a game. Like, no, actually, I counter that. Like, I'm like,
Like
bruh.
sometimes the magic comes off as like or sorcery, whatever you want to call it, comes
Mhm.
off as a little like yeah, and like maybe that's me being a little too shonen, being a little too like rigid here. Like oh
Mhm.
yeah, it's plot armor. Like it's not that deep. Like the battles are still cool and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, in a way, it feels like a little bit simple. But it's not to like dive too deep into it. Maybe that's me being a little too like
Well, I
JJK-ish.
just meant it just wasn't so like one-sided with the plot armor. They both had a
Yeah,
good amount,
definitely.
and I thought it was really cool because it did seem pretty balanced. You know, we almost got that fucking beautiful, beautiful scene where she was able to punch her goddamn lights out, but we saw that she actually stole the Saint's powers. That's why the Saint has been dragging them down the whole time, but she doesn't have her powers, and now we know why. Now we know why she lost them. Because they were given to the heroine, which is fucking insane. But in the opening, the fuck ass opening that spoils everything, we see the Saint with her powers. So you have to imagine we somehow steal it back from the heroine, and she does get them at some point. But wouldn't that make the heroine not as strong? I feel like the heroine still needs something to make her like an adversary. You know what I mean?
I'm sure, kind of like Scarlet gets that, like the God of Time's time watch. All right,
Oh, the power up.
very, very creative. Yeah, very creative. Just like flicks a like power up at her, and then waves his finger. Here's another power up. Like, use my power to the fullest. I'll see you later. Which like it's kind of funny, but yeah, he gives her that wristwatch, so like you can assume at some point Diana will get her powers back. But like I did think it was kind of cool not to like bash on the sorcery. I feel like I was a little hard there. Feeling a little scrupulous. But like she tries to like cleanse that
The
like
crystal.
crystal,
Yeah.
that black crystal, and like she goes about it in a kind of creative way, like dresses up like a saint.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be
Well,
fine.
technically she is one. There's two.
Yeah, she is, but she can't cleanse it like with her powers. And I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, so she's not like super OP,
Mm-hmm.
kind of brings it down to earth. So like it's not to say it's like too deep, but at the same time like it's pretty like balanced, like you said.
Yeah. I thought that was like really cool and stuff, and it was so funny that it's like, oh, of course she's getting some power up. But again, that's something else that we brought up where it's like, yo, in the opening, the goddamn opening, she doesn't have the black in her hair, the Corella Deville hairstyle. You know what I mean? So we're like, does she
Yeah.
eventually like get her hair back to normal? And we found out this episode that yes, in fact, she does. So this episode, I feel like really kind of hones in like to the core of this season. And I feel like it's about to get pretty insane as we come into the close of season one, which I'm so excited for. I hope it's just fucking throwing hands from here forward. But we also have to imagine there's some other players that aren't in the scene yet, right? Where's fuck ass Kyle? He's got to be coming back at some point. The redhead dude from another land, he's going to end up coming back. There's a lot more players in the game, so I feel like it's going to get pretty crazy soon. But I'm excited for it. I think that the past episodes have been awesome.
I feel like it's built up really well and been like paced really good. So if
Mm-hmm.
you think we got like 4 or maybe 5 episodes left, you've built up like enough side characters from like
Mm-hmm.
different places that like you could set this up for like a really exciting finale. I think they've done a really really good job so far. And nothing has been like too over the top or like campy or anything. Like it's pretty fun. I like it. I definitely think the ending in these next few episodes will be like exactly like you said, very exciting, some very good action. So we'll see.
Yeah, speaking of some good action, what have you been thinking about Wandance? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this anime is like popular or doing well. I'm just enjoying it. Like, are you like the past 2 episodes have just been fucking good in my opinion, like wholesome. I'm just all for it. It seems like to me
I
this is
start
Blue Box with worse animation but better story.
Yeah, like they spend more time on the story and like with
Mm-hmm.
less, I think, outside characters like competing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like Blue Box, you had like the pink haired girl like really trying to like get in between them. Wandance is cool. I have to watch episode 6, but like
you didn't watch.
I
Wait, have you watched six? Oh, okay, it's 5 or 6 that's out right now. Damn, it's behind by like a good amount.
it started like 2 or 3 weeks after
Yeah.
like most of the season started. But like I like the pace of which their relationship and like their dynamic evolves because like they
Mm-hmm.
spend enough time on that, but also like they give you enough of like the dancing and stuff where Blue Box kind of felt like almost 50-50, like, or even sometimes like more heavily into the sports stuff. Like you had a lot with Taiki and the badminton. We had a
Mm-hmm.
couple episodes with
I don't know the fucking names, bro.
Hina. I'm like, oh,
Shinatsu.
Chizuru. Chinatsu. Yeah, Chizuru, my fucking rent a girlfriend. Shows again. I fucking hate it. Yes, thank you. Like her playing basketball and stuff, but like this kind of like blends a little bit better. And yeah, it's not 24 episodes, so that is kind of like a huge difference. But like not just like setting up this competition and like the dance aspect, but also like their relationship, and they're not moving too fast for like the pace of the anime as well.
Yeah, like not to spoil episode 6, like episode 5 was awesome because it sums it up of what it does really well. We had the dance battle with him and Lori, which is fucking awesome. It was really
Yeah,
good because
yeah.
it showed his strengths. Where like round 1, he fucking killed it. He was feeling the music and he was playing off of his strengths. But then you can kind of see his inexperience. You know, his weaknesses kind of show up, and he's kind of like, oh yeah, this guy, he's not the best, but there's potential. You know what I mean? I thought that was really cool. I personally thought that he would have fumbled when everyone showed up. It was just like, oh my god, there's a dance battle. Like,
I
okay,
thought he would have got super anxious and
yeah,
been like, "Oh shit, like there's mad
he
people."
didn't give a
But it
fuck.
was cool that no, dude, and like the first couple episodes, he's like a little awkward and like
Hmm.
kind of weird, like that new guy weird. Not to say he's weird because he's
Yeah.
not, but like I'm like, yeah, he'll probably like get the yips or whatever. Dude, definitely did not give a fuck and like threw down. I was like, all right, sick. Got a little bit of character growth there, and like
Hmm.
other than the animation, that would have been like perfect. And like I hate to be like a snob about it because it's not bad. It's not One Punch Man bad. You know what I mean? It's better than that. But
That
like
is true. Yeah, yeah, it could be worse.
definitely could be a lot worse.
In a year where
Yeah, they do it.
anime has gotten so fucking good, we've had so many amazing things. The
Our expectations too. Like
No, but the bar
my
has been on the
expectations are
floor.
so high.
Like I don't think like how many animes have you seen drop in a year that are like high level animes with the most pathetic animation where it's still frames and it's PNGs moving. Like that's embarrassing. Like we've had in a year where you have some of the best like animated projects. You had some amazing series come to a close with like great finales. You know, continuing series that have just been killing it. Phenomenal premieres. You know, new series that are like different. You know, like Takapi's Original Sin. You know, Fujimoto's 17 through 26. Like just different shit. But then you also have mixed in there like animes where it's just like, yeah, that had such a horrific level of animation where it's like it's fucking bad. Like you should have canceled the project bad, postpone it bad.
Yeah, that's very true. And I feel like at the end of the day, that's probably the move. Instead of forcing something out, just
Yeah.
cancel it. But Wandance is definitely not like in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and Blue Lock had some Blue Lock, yeah, because I would get them mixed up every week. Blue
Blue
Box,
Lock,
Blue
yeah.
Lock. I'm like, that's the right one, right? Blue Lock had some like really rough moments, but like when it counted, Blue Lock was fucking
Yeah.
awesome. Wandance is like similar to that. Like the dance battles are like pretty fluid and stuff
Mm-hmm.
where it could be a lot worse. You know what I mean? Could be PNG Lock.
And that's what I like about Wandance is that like the story is good. We had like the dance battle, but then you also have like the wholesome moments where like bro's just like outside the convenience store, like just how we was saying that like, oh, is it still raining? And then she's like, oh, he wants to hold hands, like bet, and then holds his hand, and he's like, and he's like, okay. So they just like walk back home, just holding hands, and then she realizes it. Then she goes to do it, and she's like, wait. Oh, he didn't want to hold my hand. She's like,
I
oh,
was just checking if it was
okay.
raining. Fuck, dude. Best moment.
But then they keep doing it, bro. That was like such like a Dan to Dan fucking moment where like Mobo and Ken were in the back of the car holding hands. Like, bro, it reminded me of that, and I was like, see, we have good story, an awesome like we have a little bit of action with the dance battle, and then these fucking wholesome moments where like, oh, dude, this shit's adorable. Episode 5 of Wandance is Wandance. It's what I love about it. And not to spoil episode 6, all I'm gonna say, it is the competition. We get the full thing except for like the verdict at the end, and it is really fucking good. Like it is fucking
Okay,
awesome.
sick.
And what's nice about it is that they're not animating everything. You know what I mean? Like we saw, I think like 2 dance routines. You know, it's not like, oh, we're gonna go through and you're gonna see every single one, and it's just like kind of annoying. It kind of gets right to the point.
Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. Because like one, I love anime like music and songs. Like you hear a song in an anime
Mm-hmm.
from like whatever, K-On, like there's a million. And you're like, oh yeah, I could jam that. But like when an anime takes like a whole episode to show you like 3 or 4 like performances, you're like, oh, this is like long as shit. It's like a
Yeah.
15-minute watch. So like yeah, I'm kind of hype on that. Like, 'cause you want to like hear the other characters' dialogue and like their reaction to like said performances.
And the thing is too is that like we already talked about like animation isn't Wandance's strength, so don't do that. If it was being carried by animation, oh yeah, for sure, show them all. You know what I mean? But if you did that, it would be so bad because it would just be like, oh, these just all look rough. Instead, they showed like one of them, and I was like, all right, this is pretty sick. And it was some, it had some moments. Episode 6 was definitely pretty fucking good.
Tougen Anki, I feel like, is like building up. You knew that fight with Mudano was going to be like very basic. Like he's not going to fucking murder this guy. And I will say those two, as somebody who slopped through over 200 chapters of Tougen Anki, great manga. Very slow pace though. They dive into everybody, which is kind of cool though.
Yeah.
These two fucking clowns are like key players in the whole story. So I'm like, yeah, this is definitely, he's not killing this guy. And Mudano's obviously not dying in episode 16 or 17.
Yeah.
But like, it's cool. You kind of see Mudano like not go all out, but like fight a little bit. But like, there's still like, I feel like you need like 2 or 3 episodes of build up for Tougen Anki to really pay off. So like a longer 24 episode season, I feel like has really saved it. Because like, yeah, you get like sick moments where like Mikado's talking on the phone and then he gives it to his boss, and he realizes that it's Shiki, and like he plays Mikado into this. That takes a while to set up. You know what I mean? Like the psychological shit, which makes Shinya,
Yeah.
the other fucking stupid Momo, like makes him a really good character, even though he has like no combat ability. He's still like kind of cool the way he's trying to manipulate the situation, but there's just like a lot going on. We also get like Kugasagi's like the beginning of his backstory, can kind of see like why he is the way he is.
That was really good. That was like
Yeah,
really good. I was like, hey yo, like learning his backstory. It's a blonde hair kid, right, with the saws.
yeah.
Dude, like yeah, his story. I was like, all right, I fuck with this guy. You know what I mean? Like he's not bad. You just feel for him. Like I hope he gets his revenge against his dad. Like that's fucking so goddamn sad. I was like, what the fuck?
I wonder if they plan this because like where the manga is at, his dad just like showed up and it's like about to square up with them.
So
So it's
200
like,
episodes, great.
oh yeah, dude, more like 215 chapters. Who's
Oh,
counting? But like, yeah, it's deep, dude. There's like two really deep arcs before that. So
okay.
like the timing of it kind of like matches up good if like you're a Tougen Anki fan. It's nothing crazy, but like the backstory and like the setup for it, the payoff is good. I like it. Kugasaki, yeah, good character. Kind of feel for him and like makes him very similar to Shiki too.
Bro, I was dying with that Munino fight. Like, what were they talking about the moon being beautiful? I'm like, isn't that like a confession type of thing?
100%. And Giyu says it to Shinobu in Demon
Yeah.
Slayer. You're like, I literally was like, whoa, pause. Like, I get this dude loves battle. So does Goku, and Goku's never like, damn, like, Cell looking handsome, dog. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what was that? Pause.
Bro, they turned enemies to lover real fucking quick.
It's like, what the fuck? Did I just read that? Sometimes translations are off, but no, that was spot on.
No, dude, I fucking heard that and it had me crying. I'm like, yo, you know what? This anime is fucking good.
Yeah, dude,
Dude,
this
they
shit's
just
great.
threw us in there thinking we wouldn't catch it or anything. Is it foreshadowing? You can spoil. Do they end up getting together? Like,
Dude, Mudano has a male harem. He actually kind of does. Actually, kind of does. Not a harem, but like a bunch of fanboys. You know what I mean? Like the buffest guy at the gym. Everyone's like, oh yeah, it's Mudano. Yeah, look at him lifting that weight. Yeah, that's kind of how Mudano walks around.
dude, so Murino actually does low key have the harem. He pulls the dudes. I can
Every
see it.
dude, every Momo is like, I want to fight him, but like they're low key a fan because he's like,
It's the roller
it's kind of
skates.
and like the way he was like, oh, it's all about being efficient. I'm like, all right, I fucking hate this guy, and he's like real condescending, and then you learn he's the man. Mudano is like the Kakashi
Mhm.
of Tougen Anki, and you're like, all right, yeah, my bad, bro.
See, they,
Sick.
they made like Kakashi like cool looking though. They gave him like aura. They fucking gave fucking Murino roller skates. And they're like, we're gonna make you look like
Roller
the
skates
weird
and an
kid.
umbrella. This guy's like a yo, and that's not to say if you carry an umbrella you're a dork, because that
Well,
shit is important
engine.
in the
I
city.
mean, I mean, if anything, this season they made umbrellas fucking cool as shit between Murino and
Umbrellas,
engine.
umbrellas are the accessory of the year.
Yo, for real. Someone in Japan's trying to sell fucking umbrellas, and they're doing a damn good job.
They sell them everywhere. You can literally get an umbrella in an instant. I learned that day one because it rained at the zoo.
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking hilarious.
And in American Zoo, you think they sell umbrellas? I'm like, oh fuck, I'm like screwed. My friend was like, no, no, you just go to the gift shop. There's an umbrella right when you walk in. It's like, Japan gets it.
They do, dude. That's so fucking funny. But when you think about it too, like every fucking anime has like umbrella scenes. You know what I mean? It's constantly raining. They constantly have umbrellas. They fucking have the little spots by the entrances of the schools where you put your umbrella. I'm like, bro, we just like walk in the rain. We just don't
Every
give a
time
fuck.
I know, and it makes me think like if I was in Japan, they would be like, look at that animal, just trudging down the street in the rain, getting soaked. And I think of it every time, but that's how we are in Philly. So,
Don't even
but
run.
when I think of
Walk.
like, yeah, no hurry, we're getting soaked, so why waste why
Yeah.
waste my breath? But when I think of umbrella scenes in anime, I always go to Classroom of the Elite. Fucking Shinomiya and the president. He like beams up that episode in the rain, and she's like, "Why would you bring an umbrella if you didn't watch the weather?" And he's like, he gets like the big close up on him. It's like, yo, goated scene.
By the way, they announced beginning to middle of next year, next season. And Link Click, which I fucking gas up every chance I fucking get. Season 3 is coming next year as well. Honestly, like I've said it literally in the beginning of this episode or already. this year was awesome for anime because, like I said, it hit everything. Not only was it really good for big animes coming back with new seasons, but just from phenomenal fucking premieres. Saying goodbye to some amazing animes. Unique projects. Like, dude, next year is going to be absolutely fucking insane because anything that's like remotely goated is fucking coming back in such a massive way, and it's like, what the fuck? Like looking at January is gross. January, you're not going outside. Winter is going to
Starting
be,
off with a heater, dude.
yeah.
January's crazy.
January's so fucking gross, and that's just the stuff that like isn't like premiering. You know what I mean? We're not even talking about the sleepers, and there's a lot of sleepers I'm seeing. But now we're getting into like the middle of next year, and it's like, dude, like we're getting Clash of the Elite back, Link Click. We're getting so much shit. It's going to be fucking magnificent.
Please let me get Kagurabachi next year. If I have to wait to 2027, I'm going to be much older and much more wrinkly. And I'll have like 50 more Kagurabachi panel tattoos. Please let me get it next year. They say 2026.
I think it's going to be at the end. I think it's going to be at the end of 2026. I for sure think so. I mean, Alex Lee is campaigning the fuck out of it, which I'm hyped
Dude,
for.
I love to see
Yes.
it. I love to see it.
Dude,
love to see it.
He'd be so good. He'd be amazing, and I think he's perfect for playing him too. Because like, if you know Alex Lee's story, he's the fake it till you make it guy. He completely lied on his auditions. Because oh yeah, I've done this. Like it's easy. I can do this and that. No experience, bro. Raw dogged it and became a fucking industry icon. Like,
you'd love to see it. He would be perfect for Chihiro though, because he has like,
he's got the style.
Without glazing him too much, like he does everything that Chihiro needs. I feel like.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be awesome. Next year is gonna be absolutely fucking insane. So much so that I forget what we're even talking about.
Tougen Anki rocks.
Yep,
will finish great. They're setting up for the fight between Shiki and like the Momo.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be banging. I feel like that's how they're gonna close the season out. I think it'll be really good.
Like I said, I don't think that the fucking the long blonde haired dude is gonna like believe it. Like he's like, oh, I got the doubt, the seed of doubt in his head. Like this is gonna work. Like honestly, I feel like he's just gonna meet him in person and be like, hey man, what's up? And he's gonna explain it, and then they're gonna be good. You know what I mean? Especially because since they're like smiling when they're fighting in the opening, dude, these fuck ass openings gotta stop spoiling absolutely everything.
Oh yeah, I was about to say yeah.
It makes me think that like it's not gonna be like how should I put this? It's not gonna be like a loaded fight. You know what I mean? There's not gonna be like anger or like distaste between them. I think they're gonna be kind of like fighting as like friends per se. Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Okay, alright, so if this panel is this fight from the season, then yeah, this Tougen Anki is going to have one of the most internet breaking fucking scenes to fucking close out and be like, hey, you guys doubted me when I came in, but you're fucking gonna love me as I leave. Like, oh my god, that fight's gonna be amazing. Alright, I'm hyped. You know what? For Gachiakuta, I'm like counting down till the end of the season, crying. Like, please don't leave me. Tougen Anki, I'm like, hey yo, speed this up. Give me that last fucking fight, baby. Just fucking let's get to the end. It's the complete opposite.
Their arcs are all like that too. Like they end really well, and like there's really good like payoff, which is like older school shonen, which everybody kind of says it resembles. But I feel like it's like the last one to pace itself like that. But like the payoff is good, and you know what? I'm cool with like a long running anime. We really don't get that stuff that much anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tougen Anki fucking rocks. But yeah, it really feels like it needs like 2 to 4 episodes to build up that payoff.
No, I agree. I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be exciting, and yeah, anime has been killing it. This season has been killing it. You know, looking more and more because I keep like looking it up and like looking into it. Like 2025 is gonna be insane. I think we're gonna do like multiple videos, kind of talking about like what's to come because there really is just some insane fucking shit. Like
I was just thinking that this week. I'm like, damn, it's almost winter season. Like,
yeah.
yo, we're in like the second half of November, just like that.
It's gonna come way sooner than we think. It's gonna be very quick, especially because we have all these holidays coming up too. You know, time's gonna fly.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, I know. Like, just between work, like holidays, and like I have so many like birthdays and like family shit in November. Like, so busy.
Like here's the thing, by the way, guys. Because I know I brought up you brought up Clash of the Elite, and I brought up. Oh, by the way, it's gonna be in spring 2026. Well, just to also look at spring 2026, just a couple of names. ReZero, kind of a popular isekai. The Angel Next Door spoils me around season 2, which people have been waiting ages for, me included. Peak fucking romance. And also another, kind of like sleeper, kind of like a no-name anime, some Wistoria, Wandance Sword season 2.
Yeah, let's
Like,
go.
dude, this is just like the top. This is just like fucking what we're looking at here. Like, there's gonna be so many more. Like, this is absolutely fucking insane. But hey, I'm excited. As much as I'm enjoying this season, I'm ready to skip to the next one. You know what I mean? I'm ready to I'm ready for 2025. I don't know about, I mean 2026. I don't know about you guys, but it's gonna be fucking incredible.
And we'll get our first season with the podcast with Jujutsu Kaisen running week to week, so I can glaze and drool over it every week. So I can't wait, dude. I can't wait.
It's gonna be incredible. Yo, we're gonna have to like do like different shit. We're gonna have to like break it up because like, yeah, if you go and you look at fucking the winter season again for anyone who did not catch it of 2026, again, just a couple of names, just like not even the premieres, not even the sleepers, like just the names. Fear in season 2, Hell's Paradise season 2, JJK. We have Oshinoko, the end of Fire Force. Finally, that Fate anime is coming back with that season that we've been missing for a while. Like, that's just a couple. Like, there's so many here on top of that as well that look really good, that are going to be really good. Like, it's absolutely insane. So maybe we just do a whole video series just for JJK. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
It'll have enough for us to talk about, right? For having its own video.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, guys, we hope you guys have been enjoying anime. Again, we're coming out with the Fujimoto video later this week. It's going to be awesome. And then also, I'm going to be getting back to just making videos a lot more about anime. We're going to get way more into sleepers and stuff like that. I'm not going to lie. I've been way out of it. I've been super busy. So I haven't been watching as much anime. And also, as you can tell, we have been doing a lot less content on YouTube. That is changing this week. We're doing a fuckload of stuff. So with that being said, in the comments down below, drop some good animes. Like, if you have an anime, like a hear me out type of anime that I've been, like, with Link Click, where I'm like, hey, you guys should fucking watch it, nobody watches it. If you have an anime like that, let me know. I'll fucking watch it, and we'll fucking talk about it. It'll be awesome. I'm always down for this.
100%, dude.
Dude, every time someone gives me that, where it's like, oh, I love this anime, but no one fucking watches it, it's amazing. Let me look up this. My friend literally showed me a couple. They were really good. What is it called? It's like Onohana or something like that. It's this fucking depressing ass anime that is so goddamn good. Yeah, Onohana, the flower we saw that day. So sad, 11 episodes, peak, fucking peak. But she's like, yeah, no one else watches it. I'm like, dude, it's really good. So if you have an anime like that, let us know. We'll watch it. They're always amazing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you guys are ready for 2025. I know we are. It is going to be
2026, bro.
Incredible. 2026, bro. I keep thinking it's like 2023.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's just these years, they don't make any fucking sense anymore.
It all blends together.
After
it
2010,
all blends together.
It just became a joke. You know what I mean? Like you know what? It's like quarantine. It messed up the years. All right, it messed up all the years. I haven't been the same since. I can't do it anymore.
What's a year?
Dude, you're telling me 2026, guys. You know, we're gonna have to tell the years by animes at this point. Like, oh yeah, when did Gachiakuta
I just
come
go
out?
by season.
2025. Yeah.
Oh, second semester? You mean summer 25?
All right, guys. 2026. We hope you guys are excited. We hope you guys are ready. That is it. Later, guys. Peace.
Peace.